It's difficult, of course, at times, especially when you have bad moments, but I've got quite a good mentality in this case. My wife helped me a lot, my teammates helped me a lot. And for me, myself, I want to be back out there. I want to prove also to my teammates, the club, that I can be better or stronger than I was before. And I will try everything in my power to do that.
Van Dijk with a header! Virgil Van Dijk!
Absolute quality from Van Dijk.
The hardest thing, I think, is just from one moment go from active, full of energy, preparing for games, to one moment of doing absolutely nothing anymore.
In your head, it's really important that there's a moment where you have to say, okay, this is the past, I need to look forward. Second, it's the trust in the process and the patience in the process. But Virgil is somebody who takes control in his own hand in many things. He did that from the start, he informed himself well.
I know how you feel in these first days. It's mentally and psychologically really difficult to accept that. At the beginning you hope that it must be, hopefully it's not that severe. But at the end, in that moment when the athlete is waking up from surgery, then he knows, okay, now healing starts.
This man has so much willpower and so much determination, so we knew immediately that he can deal with it and he will make sure that it goes through his standards.
And particularly with this injury, it's all about how it reacts. So every time you're doing new things, you have to see how it reacts, how your knee reacts, how your body reacts to it. And so every time was a small step, but it was quite big for me mentally.
I like this word, it's a guidance. It's not that we tell a player 100% you have to do it like this and then the outcome is totally clear. It's a communication, it's a collaboration between the therapist and the athlete. Virgil was in all stages a very, very active part of the whole process, and he did it with a really, really good mindset.
You have days where you feel worse than others. You have good days where you think like, oh yeah, you'd be fine, you'd be cruising again. I'm not a robot, I'm not a machine, we all human beings, and I had to learn how to walk again. That's just how it is. I lost 10 kilo of muscle in the beginning, had to gain it all back, had to work a lot in the gym what I didn't like before. So it was all things that I had to just do, and that comes with good days and bad days. And yeah, the only thing you just have to do is just take every day as it is and keep working. Another day ticked off, another day closer. We going. Well, the whole place were very lifted when me and Joe came back. It was big for us, for me as well, but it's also difficult. It's a lonely place when you're injured. We spoke about anything already in life, but he was a massive help, and it has been a tough journey for both of us, but to have each other in this case is a massive help.
Yeah, he couldn't have like a better guy next to him to help him, and the same counts for the other side. I know how much it means if people are there for you when these things happen, because you know throughout this period who you can count on and who not. They are brothers, in my opinion.
I would say it took months to come to the conclusion on that day that he will be able to play first game. It's a very, very long process with a lot of people involved, with a lot of assessment and monitoring, trying to make things objective and not only to feel it's good.
It was a very intense day, intense week. Obviously, you're building up to it. Me, I like to ask loads of questions on how will the game go. So I'm asking, how long will I play? Or will I play 20? Why not 30? And I was busy with all these kind of things.
It says a lot about his mentality as well. That's the best players are like that. You have to slow them down. So he asked, what's the plan? I said, the plan is that you play a few super passes and that you start leading the line. He said, that's with the package, Pep.
But I remember the moment when we were ready to come on, and the manager came to me and gave me a hug, and I could have shed a tear there. That was just how emotional it was, because it's just the whole relief thing. You work so hard for this moment. It was a very special day for me, my family, the people that work with me, the people that have been there for me. So, you know, it's incredible. 100% makes you better, makes you stronger, makes you put more perspective on the situation you have, on life, on being where I am with my career, being at Liverpool, captain of the national team. You know, it put everything in perspective, and you think about it a lot more than you did before.
All the team who works with the player during rehab will work with him after being back to the team. And there are a lot of things to do, like for all healthy players. So, yeah, supporting the players to perform on their highest level. And this is not so different to the healthy players, but with a different history. And obviously, if you had a severe injury before in your knee, there are some things you have to do in terms of ongoing prevention, so that you stay at your best level of performance, and these progressions have to go on the next weeks.
The hard periods, the periods where you are lonely, the periods where you have to suffer, the periods where it doesn't go your way, the periods where you think it's all gone, the periods when the voice in your head says you will not make it, other ones will catch you, or all these things. And overcoming these makes everybody a stronger person, and that happens with these kind of injuries for sure. We're just really happy that he's back with us. Long may it continue.
You know, in my career, I've thought about that. I don't want any regrets afterwards. You know, I want to give everything that I got until the very, very last moment, and when that is, I have no clue. But when I retire, I want to sit there and think like, oh yeah, I give everything, and I feel like I can still do that with this knee as well. Get success all together, and then we'll see where it leads us.